The UNIQLO U Fall Winter 2023 collection dropped, and you know we had to do a review. We got a bunch of things to get through today, so let's get started. Now, the UNIQLO U line is probably most famously known for the UNIQLO U Aerism tee, which I'm wearing in today's video, and which is something that everybody probably has in their collection or has seen a video on fashion tips, trends, and basically any type of fashion related video probably has talked about an Aerism tee at some point in time. Now, the UNIQLO U line focuses more on modern cuts, is considered to be elevated garments compared to what they regularly sell, and is more focused towards the trends that we currently see. As always, there's timestamps if you guys want to skip ahead to the part that you're most interested in, but I always recommend watching the full video. And another thing I want to mention is that UNIQLO did not sponsor this video. I've purchased all of these items with my own money, and these are all my own opinions. Now, I know everyone is going to ask this, so here's my dimensions. I am 5'5", 135 pounds with a slim build. I usually wear a size 30 waist in my jeans or bottoms, and I usually wear a size small for my tops unless it's oversized. Like I said, if it's oversized, I size down to an extra small if it's available. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about these items. What you guys are seeing on screen right now is the UNIQLO U padded puffer jacket in a size small, and this retailed for 179 Canadian dollars. The only problem I had with this jacket is that it was too big for me. In terms of how puffy it was, the warmth it provided, and the plethora of colors that it was available in, this jacket has it all. So if you're looking to upgrade to something for this winter season, then I definitely recommend you pick up this jacket over here for a more modern and trendy cut. I honestly think that in terms of the colors, it's really comparable to some of the Fear of God Essentials jackets that have dropped in the past for their winter seasons and collections, but this one here is more practical and functional in my opinion. I think one of my favorite features about the jacket is that puffy collar as well, because when you zip it all the way up, you are definitely going to be able to take on any of the harsh elements that are coming your way. Now, if you're trying to style this jacket, I definitely recommend when it comes to your pants, you go for wider silhouettes and baggier cuts because it just has a more flattering look to it. Next up, we have the fleece jersey overshirt in a size small, and this retailed for 89 Canadian dollars. Now, I picked this up with the intention of it looking like an overshirt, but when I tried it on my frame, it actually looks more like a cropped overcoat instead. Now, there's a huge difference between oversized and wearing a size up, and I really feel like this was not oversized but just looked like it wasn't meant to fit me. The wool material actually adds to that overcoat aesthetic, especially with the oversized buttons as well. In my opinion, I think you're better off getting a nice overcoat in comparison to this item over here. And as you guys can see here, when you button it up, it does look more like a jacket collar than a shirt collar, so it's not able to transition nicely into indoor settings in my opinion. Now next up, we have the knitted overshirt in a size small, and this retailed at 99 Canadian dollars. Now this one is slightly more expensive than the overcoat I just featured earlier, but I feel like this is the better item in my opinion. This is more of a menswear item, but it can definitely transition well into streetwear settings as well. Once again, unfortunately, the arms are a little too long for my frame, so I folded it in and it honestly looked perfect on me in my opinion. Now this particular piece does feel like a cardigan on body, and I really like that they went with this direction for this particular piece over here. The knitting is honestly perfect in my opinion. I would highly recommend that you're careful with it when you're washing it because it does feel a little fragile in my opinion. So this isn't an item that you're going to probably toss in the dryer once you're done wearing it. Now when it comes to this piece over here, it's definitely more of a fitted item in comparison to an overshirt. So I do recommend going true to size if you want a nice tailored look when it comes to this particular item. I honestly really liked how Paul styled it in his video and his review. That outfit is honestly probably the best way to style this piece over here. You can also throw on a pair of loafers and transition from a streetwear look to a little more of a formal setting in my opinion. Now this item is on the pricier side, so I say err with caution when it comes to this particular piece. If you're not 100% sold on it, then there's no need to add it to your wardrobe for the fall and winter season. I am also contemplating if I want to keep this piece because it doesn't fit me exactly how I want it to. I could try to alter the sleeves or shrink it, but I don't want to ruin the piece in the process. So like I said, err with caution when it comes to this piece. If you're not 100% sold on it, then probably consider another item that is very similar or from another store. Now starting off with the bottoms, you guys are seeing the wide fit parachute cargo pants in a size small, and these retailed for 59 Canadian dollars. Now there's a few colors available in this particular piece, but I went with the classic black option. Now this particular item is made of primarily nylon, meaning that it's not going to be super functional or practical for those chilly days. I honestly think they could have gone with a different material, but that might have changed the whole look of this particular item. Now as the name says, they're wide fit parachute pants, meaning they're going to be extremely wide and baggy. So if that is not the aesthetic you're going for, then I recommend avoiding this particular item. Now for shorter individuals like myself, you won't be able to show off the pleats at the top of the pant because you're going to have to hike these all the way up, and it's going to be completely hidden by your shirt. Now these pants do feature drawstrings at the bottom, so you're able to cinch the leg opening a bit and create a more narrow or tapered look. As you guys can see, I'm wearing the Yeezy foam runners over here. I left one leg completely wide open, which I prefer for this particular pant in compared to the cinched look. Now in terms of the cargo pant aesthetic, the pockets are super practical and functional. You could probably fit everything you need in the side pockets that you guys are seeing on screen right now. I honestly think that you can get a better pair of cargo pants out there, but if you are into the look and aesthetic of these ones, then they might be an option you want to consider for the fall season. Now the final pair of bottoms I have in today's video are the relaxed fit jeans, and these are a size 29 waist, and they came in at 69 Canadian dollars. I went with the brown color on these, and as you can see here, I've actually folded up the bottom because they actually come in one standard length. The best thing about UNIQLO is that they might offer one standard length, but they also offer free hemming. So you have to go in store and they'll hem the jeans to the preferred height that you want. That's why I have one leg cuffed outward to see how much I'm actually going to take off for you guys on screen right now, and one leg tucked, so you guys can see what the finished product would look like on my particular frame. The quality also speaks for itself, not in just the weight of the denim, but the stitching as well. These are definitely a durable pair that's going to hold up for a long time, and the color palette that they chose is perfect for the fall season. As you guys can see here, they are on the looser side. They're relaxed all the way throughout, even in the thigh region, and the pockets are quite spacious in the front and back of the jeans as well. Now, like I said earlier, the UNIQLO U line focuses on modern silhouettes and trends, so if you aren't into the baggier aesthetic, then I definitely recommend checking out the regular line of jeans offered by UNIQLO. There's a variety of fits and the quality is really good. Now finally, let's talk about the accessories. I picked up the UNIQLO U backpack, and this one retailed at 69 Canadian dollars. Now this is definitely an all-day bag, and when I mean all day, I'm talking about from work, straight to the gym, and even an extra set of clothes in there to go out with friends after. This bag can do it all. The main compartment is super spacious, and it has a drawstring closure on it, which is covered by the buckle flaps. There's more hidden pockets on the side of the bag as well that are directly on your back, so if you're traveling, you could put your passport or something inside, so it's hidden and isn't easily accessible from the front. You can also fit a pair of shoes at the bottom of the bag if you want to hold on to an extra set, or even some gym shoes. Now if you're looking for something that's a little more sleek, then this might not be the bag for you. But if you want something for all day, this is definitely going to fit everything you need. And even if you're looking for a travel backpack, this might be perfect for you. Now, my personal preference is zippers, so I'm not a huge fan of the drawstring enclosure for the main flap. Now, the final bag that you guys are seeing is the drawstring bag, and this one came in at 49 Canadian dollars. This is offered in two sizes. The one you guys are seeing is the larger one. This bag was very popular with the first UNIQLO U collection, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of this one. Now this one just feels like a tote bag to me, and it doesn't have a lot of security to it. It's just one huge flap with a drawstring, and it's really not practical in my opinion. It has a nice aesthetic to it, so if you like that aesthetic that you guys see on Instagram and TikTok right now, then this might be the bag for you to mimic that style or aesthetic, but in terms of functionality or practicality, in my opinion, it's just not there. This bag does come in a plethora of colors, so if you don't like going with the traditional black one, then there's other ones that you'll probably find in store and online that are still readily available to purchase. Now that we've gone through all the items, let me quickly give you guys my final thoughts and opinions. Now the biggest thing I do not like about the collection is obviously the sizing. As you can see, I am a shorter individual coming in at 5'5". So if you're 5'5" or below that, unfortunately, these pieces might not fit you. Usually I go with extra small and oversized pieces from UNIQLO, but unfortunately this year's UNIQLO U collection and even some of the ones in the past did not offer extra small. They just got rid of that sizing, so it goes from small as a starting point now. Unfortunately, I will be returning a majority of the pieces because they just don't fit me properly. The thing is, I rather return items and hold on to pieces that don't fit my frame properly, because I can't control my height, but I can control what I buy, and that's the message I have for you guys today. Do not just buy these pieces because they're trendy, or you see it on TikTok or Instagram or even videos like this and think, wow, this might look great on me. It's trendy right now. Everyone's buying it. If it doesn't look good on you or it doesn't fit you properly, then invest in something that does fit you properly and does look good on you. If this is your style and you still want to buy it, then go for it. But this is just my little warning or heads up if you're a shorter individual like myself. In terms of the quality is there on the UNIQLO U line. It is a more premium offering. That's why the prices are a little higher as well. I did notice that the polyester blend has slightly gone up in comparison to previous seasons, so it is a little more polyester heavy, but it still has that premium feel to it. Overall, this is a really great collection, and I definitely recommend going in store and seeing if there's some pieces that are still available. At the time of recording this video, it's probably been a week since the UNIQLO U collection has officially dropped, so you might be able to find some pieces still in store, I know the online stock varies widely or greatly depending on the region because it always sells out, but in store, a lot of these items should still be available. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this video was not sponsored at all. These are all my opinions. I bought these pieces myself with my money, but UNIQLO actually was nice enough to send me some items for the fall season, completely separate from this. They have no idea I'm recording this UNIQLO U video at the moment, but they did send me this little care package with some of their base layer items for the fall season. I got a bunch of heat tech items from them, and they come in super clutch, especially if you're wearing lighter weight items in colder weather, like the nylon pants I featured earlier in today's video. So quick shout out to UNIQLO over here for these heat tech items, and shout out to you guys for all of your continued support that allows me to receive care packages from brands like this and work with some of my favorite brands out there. It truly does mean the world to me, and I know I say that every single video, but it really brings a huge smile to my face for all the continued support I've received from all of you. And that's a wrap to today's video, but if you're interested in watching more videos from me, then check out one of the 2 videos linked up over here for you guys. Let me know down in the comment section below if you picked up anything from the UNIQLO U collection or your thoughts and opinions on any of the items featured in today's video. And as always, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.